I'm definitely gonna get a lot of hate for this, but can we talk about how men of color and white women are kind of the same? Okay, I know they're not the same, but I don't know, the way they both don't understand intersectionality or the way they weaponize their privilege while simultaneously victimizing and centering themselves, simultaneously victimizing and centering themselves, simultaneously victimizing and centering themselves, simultaneously victimizing and centering themselves. Just a thought.
Oh my god. You know what? I enjoy it. I'm okay with it. You know why? Because it wasn't even my idea. It wasn't me who decided upon this. It was all of you activists who sat there and told every single solitary person that ain't got this brown skin complexion to go educate themselves, to learn about the suffering of every single black person on planet Earth, to scour the universe, to find every problem that a black person faces and try to understand it. You wanted them to go do that. You wanted them to go educate themselves. You wanted them to learn, and look at what they're coming back and giving you. Bullshit.
To that lady saying that you can't just go around calling everybody a colonizer, yeah, you can. You can. Do you want to know why? Because there's like 25 million people in this world that are direct descendants from the Mayflower. Hi, I'm one of them. Original American colonizer here. Not exactly something I'm proud of. So I want to acknowledge the atrocities that occurred to the Native American population at the hands of the original colonizers, my ancestors. I am so sorry for what they did to your ancestors. I promise that I will raise my children with the understanding that it's our job to be an ally, try to make it right. I'm going to teach them about how they live on stolen land. And I'm going to teach them how I grew up on stolen land.
I just got out of a lecture and my professor said something that really struck me that I feel like should have been super obvious that I just had not connected the dots on before. And that is the fact that the term American citizen is like a racialized term. It's associated with whiteness, whether we want it to or not, because of the way that white supremacy is so intricately bound with the foundation of the country that we call America, that when you hear the word American citizen, the first thing that comes to mind is a white person. And what's crazy is I have this super vivid memory when I was only maybe 5 or 6 years old. My mom was just about to get her citizenship and she was like, yo, I'm going to be an American citizen. And I was freaking out because I fully thought that my mother was going to turn into a white woman. And obviously she didn't, but it's just crazy to me how at such a young age I already was conditioned to think that American citizen meant white by default.
If you're white and you think that your opinion should be shared on a topic you don't know much about and you never really cared or want to listen to the things black and brown people have to say, don't be a clown, just shut the fuck up and continue about your day.
Black people in America can't sleep in their own beds without fearing for their lives.
White women calling black women and femmes queen is really starting to sound like a microaggression to me.
Be quiet. We're not doing this. Women are catty, competitive, and mean, and what we're not going to do is take the moments where we're actually supporting one another and turn them into something ugly. This is the ultimate question. Why does white women supporting black women bother you? Why do you assume that black women will be offended or aggravated or upset by another white woman calling her queen? This high horse of self-righteousness, what does it do for you? We go back to the 90s. I feel like we just didn't care in the 90s. Literally no one cares. Everybody calls everybody queen. Men call me queen. But you, who is so triggered by unity, has to come in and disrupt things and cause division. For why? When did it become okay to make white people the ultimate boogeyman? As if white people are the only people on the planet with a sense of agency and everyone else is just lacking. It's racism. I swear, this new generation is creating new ways to be racist. Why are y'all so obsessed?
Just a reminder that whiteness can still be the culprit, even if a hate crime is committed by...
You said in your TikTok, white supremacy has many mouthpieces. Have you looked in the mirror? Do you have any idea what you're saying? Basically saying that minorities are incompetent. We are incapable of understanding the consequences of our actions. That we lack mens rea. What you're saying is white supremacy. Does white supremacy even have meaning anymore? You are saying that white people are the dominant race in America, that white people set the tone for behavior in society, and that in order for minorities to act right, white people have to act right. That we lack the mental capacity to understand that right is right and wrong is wrong. That in order for us to really understand what is right and what is wrong, we need white people to define that for us. I don't like to throw the word white supremacy around because I feel like it's losing its meaning, but you are a white supremacist. You fit the definition perfectly. My heart breaks for you because I understand that's not your intention. You need to take a quick look in the mirror. You are everything you're preaching against.
And it's no one's fault but your own. And I already know what you're going to say, but I'm tired of teaching people all these things, and it's making me annoyed that I have to teach people. And don't worry about it, because the majority of the time, a lot of individuals are ignorant and don't want to learn. There are people who are invested in trying to understand history and culture and the suffering of others and how people feel and wanting to understand them. And those people are worthy of being educated. But people like this that go out and find their own information, the wrong information, the information that doesn't help anybody, and come back and be like, my black brothers and sisters, kings and queens, sisters and misters, I have come back with the knowledge, and I'm here to let you know that I understand that black men and white women are one and the same, which is interesting because, explain him, because they're all just white women deep on the inside. They share the same intersectionalities as all the other white women that exist. I already told y'all, straight black men are the white people of the black community. This is the new thing. This is the crazy hip thing to do, to sit there and just divide everybody. And if you don't want to educate people, or if you don't want to learn, you find weird things like this and just enjoy your time. So you know what? I can't do anything about that. I can't sit here and say it's wrong or it's weird. I can just laugh, because at the end of the day, we all not gonna come to one understanding. We all not gonna agree with each other. We all got different opinions, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when you start doing things like this, you're not helping. You're just making me more comically laugh, because no way is any of this going to be taken that seriously. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, my fellow white women. I'm sorry I didn't show you my nipples sooner.